Moon today. There are 12 of these cameras still on the moon. They just brought back the film because they needed a weight to save weight on the spaceships. So, it's a fun fact.
You went up there and got yours?
No, but it's the same camera that they used on the moon.
Right. So it sounds like you have a passion for photography. How long have you been from the get-go when you were young?
Photography. I've been a photographer for 10 years now. So I'm still young. I'm not 30 yet.
Whoa.
So I've always said I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot for saying this, but I've always said when you hit 30, that it's just like
It's all downhill.
yes. So
Oh.
but wait. As I'm getting closer to 30, I'm realizing. As I'm getting closer to 30, I'm changing that date to like 70. I'm pushing it farther back now. So it's funny how like yes.
Good save.
It's more fun to go downhill.
Yes. Okay.
You go faster.
That's awesome. So what was your passion about photography? Why?
I love people laugh when I say this. People who know me laugh when I say this, but I love people. You don't know me. Who laughs? I love people. That's my favorite part about my job. That I'm always meeting new people. I get to meet people. Especially my ballet projects take me around the world to meet people. So I just love people. So that's my favorite part. That I'm always trying to make people. My shirt. I try to make people smile. So yeah.
Yeah. How often do you travel?
Well, I was in Guatemala this past weekend.
Where?
Guatemala, the country.
Guatemala.
Guatemala.
Last year I was on 71 flights, 70 flights. So I travel a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
We have lots of frequent flyer miles.
Yes, but they're all with different airlines, and like when I travel, oftentimes
I know that guy.
when I travel, oftentimes it's the client. It's part of the work, so the client will book in. It's not always with my favorite airline, so not quite as much as I'd like, but I do have a few.
Let us get to know you a little bit better. Besides the photography, tell us something personal about your life and how long you've been in San Antonio. And
I've been in San Antonio for 29 years, born and raised.
okay.
Photography really is my passion. I mentioned the ballerinas. That's the newest part. So like whenever I'm not in San Antonio, I'm trying to look for ways. Where can I travel to next? Like last night I was looking at flights to Peru. I have a ballerina who's contacting me who's like, I would like to work. So I was like, all right, let's see how I can get there. That part of my work is all personal. It's all, when I say personal, it's funded personally. So my business kind of supports my personal habits.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you love what you do.
I love what I do. So like, people ask, what do you do for fun? Well, I photograph people. That's what I do for fun. Like when I want to get to know somebody, I photograph them. So.
Are weddings your specialty? Or are you like, I don't really want to do weddings?
Weddings are not my specialty.
Drama.
Weddings are not my specialty. I have done some, and I will do them. When I first started, I interned with some wedding photographers here in San Antonio about 10 years ago now. So I do have experience with them, but it's not my bread and butter. It's not my main thing.
Right, because that's kind of drama and time consuming and, yeah.
Yes, you can make money, but it's drama. Not drama, but it's high pressure.
It's drama.
Really high pressure.
Yeah, there's definitely drama.
Traumatized.
Just say anybody have a quick question that they're thinking of while
So
we're
what was
going
your
through?
background? How did you take photography in high school? Did you just start shooting stuff? Did you go to classes? How did you?
In high school, I wanted to be a journalist. I graduated, then I saw Ratatouille, and I decided to be a chef. So I didn't really know what I was going to do graduating high school, I guess you could say that. So I applied to culinary school, got accepted, and I was going to go, but life, a few things happened in life that caused me not to go. And so my friend was like, why don't you buy a camera to take pictures of the food you make? I was like, well, that's a good idea. So I bought a camera. This was in the days of MySpace, so I would post my pictures online. I'm like 18 years old at this time, and girls find out you have a camera, like, oh, can you take my picture? I'm like, let me think about that. Yeah, I'll take your picture. So that's kind of how I started. And then it just went downhill from there. One of my, I was blessed to, at the beginning of my career to have 6-time Latin Grammy artist. So he's kind of the reason why I'm a photographer today. He pushed me. He said, David, before I wanted to be a photographer, he said, David, your pictures are going to be seen around the world. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like 4 years after he said that, I took pictures of him that have been in 22 countries. And in fact, in March, I was in Argentina, and I was walking down the street, and I saw my picture. That was kind of one of the coolest things I have.
You were taking a picture of that picture?
I have a picture of me.
Oh,
Thumbs
very
up in
cool.
front of the picture.
Very nice, very nice. Do you want to do the space one? I don't know.
So why, David, why ballerina?
Why ballerinas? I travel a lot for work. The ballerina just kind of happened. It was never a planned project. A ballerina contacted me last year. At the beginning of the year, it was like, hey, I would like some pictures. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, can I shoot it on film? I started doing darkroom photography about 4 years ago. I was like, do you mind if I shoot on film? She's like, cool. And so it just turned into a project. I was like, well, I got 9 trips planned this year. That was at the beginning of the year. I was like, well, let me see if I can coordinate with a ballerina in Argentina, who was my first one. I was like, let me see if she's willing to work with me. And it just turned into a project. So now the goal is at the end of 2020 to make a book of kind of prints you see. And I have 2 ballet prints as giveaways today.
What was your most difficult shoot?
I can't say. I mean, not that I can't say.
You can
I
tell
don't.
us, we're friends.
No, it's not that. I've had a few shoots where it's like, I only have 2 minutes with the person. The first person you saw, the first image shown is an older gentleman. He's that Latin Grammy artist. I photographed him it was a CD cover in Argentina in front of like 80,000 people, and I had like 30 seconds. That was pretty
Intense.
intense. Yeah. So I guess my excuse for not photographing weddings, high pressure, is not a good one. I like to prepare a lot beforehand, so that when it's time to shoot, it's like I don't stress it. I stress out beforehand, so I don't have to stress during the shoots.
Yeah. What do you, hopefully, we all get to know you better and refer you as well. What are you looking from us as AEA members?
So a lot of the work I do is headshots, so I can offer, that's something that I can offer to each one of you. In fact,
Oh, yeah.
the 26th?
28?
26.
This is 26.
The last Tuesday of February, I will be doing headshots for everybody for free. So it gives you time to do whatever you need to do. Larry said y'all do not, Larry, verbatim, Larry said y'all don't look good, so come with your makeup on. And 26, I'll be doing headshots. So that's, Larry said, tell them that.
Is this something we're going to put on our website, or what are we doing with just whatever we want to do?
Whatever you want. It's a free picture to kind of show, say hello, this is what I do. You guys can use it for your business cards, for your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your matchmaker, whatever you want. Whatever you want to use the pictures for, they're free. You guys can use.
That's nice. That's nice.
That's very
So
nice.
I know, and so you come, bring your significant other, and it's just a headshot. So bring who's authorized to come to the AEA reading.
Right. So if y'all plan on doing that, email David so he gets an idea of how many people want to have that done.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that in a separate room. So basically, you just like walk in and walk out. It'll be a quick 30-second
It'll be
interaction.
A quickie.
Like a board meeting.
Sure.
Okay. What kind of referrals would you like from AEA? Like from us? What's your ideal client?
Headshots. That would be, well, I guess my ideal client would be a client that does not, that values who I am as a photographer. I don't know if photography is the only industry where this occurs. Maybe I'm wrong, but I have the problem where people just like, oh, you charge this much. Well, I don't have that much money, so can I just give you, or I'm like, so I struggle with that because I'm a one-man band, and so oftentimes I'm like, man, why don't you value what I am? So I do have a lot of good clients that appreciate what I do, and they realize, look, this is your business and this is what you do. So those, I guess those would be my ideal clients. The people that value.
Just a comment. Good quality photography is extremely important for your website, and people go to your website to validate who you are, and they want to see someone, they want to see a face, and his offer is a very generous offer, and I would highly, just good quality photographs for your website, really important.
Speaking of websites,
Yeah.
where do we go to look at your work? And so,
My name, davidteran.com.
okay.
You can contact me there. You can see
He's
my
the
work.
brand.
I'm the brand.
You're the brand.
I am the CEO, CFO, janitor, auditor, accountant, and photographer.
You have an office in Alma Heights?
I have, brand new this year in January, I have a studio, 4 blocks south of the Pearl Brewery.
Nice.
So it's on Broadway. It's by appointment only, but I do have that. That's new for me this year, so that's something I'm really excited about.
Congratulations, that's
Thank
awesome.
you.
That's awesome.
I got a question. So I saw some magazines up there. So you contracted with some magazines?
They reach out to me, so it's like they don't own me basically. So, one thing I do is like I'll photograph for the magazine, but then I'll go and turn around and sell the images to the client. So, yeah.
You talked about weddings not necessarily being the thing, but I know a couple of folks who do corporate events. Is that something that would be of interest to you?
Yeah, so I do photograph events, but it's mainly anything, mainly people is what I shoot. Anything to make you look better, anything to make you, if you're gonna be the face of a company, photograph that.
Photoshop.
Photograph that. Did I say Photoshop?
Somebody said that. Begging you to Photoshop you
that.
better.
I do what's called honest flattery. People always ask me to Photoshop, so I do what's called honest flattery. I try to make you look your best, and I try to be honest.
Good luck with that.
Never mind.
Yeah, but I mean, you'll get rid of a blemish or
Yes,
a
yes,
pimple
yes.
or whatever.
Yes, yes.
That's not unheard of.
Right? I mean, it's like people always say, "Can you make me look 10 years younger?" Why don't you use the headshot you took 10 years ago? I think that's why a lot of people honestly use old headshots because they're like, "Oh, that's when I look good."
Yeah, our
But-
glamour shot.
But yes, but that's not who you are today, and so it helps to have current pictures that do look good.
Very good. Tim?
Tim,
Just thought of something, if you want to look good in the future, have him take your picture today,
Yeah.
hold on to it, and then post it. You're ready to go.
10-year post. Absolutely. I assume you're on Facebook.
I am Facebook and Instagram.
There you go.
It's fine with my name.
Yeah. Everybody friend him on Facebook. Larry?
David, what does it cost to do a headshot, and if we were to hire someone?
They differ in package. Like if I'm in my studio, if I'm already there, sometimes I'll offer like days where I'm like, I'll be here all day. So if you come by this day in this time slot, it'll be a little less. But typically they start at $400.
So that's quite a deal that
Yes.
you're offering us.
I didn't want to say it, but thank you. Yes,
And when he does photographing, do you process them yourself?
I do.
Okay, there's a couple hours, for some of you more, there's a couple hours of processing involved in making sure the blemishes and the hair's out of the way. So like, it's just not, he doesn't just take a photograph and like send it to you. Okay, there's a lot of time involved in it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And there's a talent in doing the processing.
Right,
Thank
and
you,
I
Jen.
noticed behind us, the slideshow that's going on, there's a variety of black and white and color. What's your favorite?
Michael laughs. I'm partially colorblind. I fail all the colorblind tests. So it's not like enough in real life. Like, you show me a green light, I can see a green light. I clearly see your shirt's blue, right? Like, I don't struggle. I'm joking. But in real life, I don't struggle, but I prefer black and white. Like all the ballet stuff you do is I shoot on film, black and white film. So I love black and white. There's a phrase that says, when you photograph somebody in color, you're photographing their clothes. But when you shoot them in black and white, you're photographing their essence, who they really are. And so it's like you strip away all the things that might distract in a black and white picture, yeah. So I prefer black and white.
I like
But
that.
like if I only had to shoot one or the other, it'd be black and white.
Mhm.
But in 2019, Michael says, living life in Technicolor.
Are headshots film or digital?
No, digital. All my work is digital. The only thing that is film is my hobbies, which is right now the ballet.
Larry?
So, David, what do you like the best about your job, and what do you like the least about your job?
People would be the answer to both of them. Like I said, I mentioned earlier, I love meeting new people. My photography has taken me anywhere from Greece, Germany, Argentina. So I get to meet people around the world, which I never would have met if I didn't have my photography. But at the same time, I often meet a lot of people that just make life difficult. And they I guess what I would say, people that don't appreciate. No, I've shot maybe 30 weddings in my 10 years. Out of the 30, I've never really had a bad bride. So I guess they do exist, but for me, I have yet to see them.
I noticed too, there isn't, you know how you have family portraits and they're down there at the missions and, you know, those are, do you do family portraits? Or you will?
I do family portraits. I almost put a bunch of family portraits in there, but I decided to keep it concise.
Okay.
I guess had I known it's going to be this long, I could have
No, it's
placed them in there.
awesome.
But I do family portraits.
Oh, look at that.
That's a really bunch. You charge double for that, right?
Oh, so these are obviously headshots.
Yeah.
Different companies.
Yes. This was they were at the Pearl.
Uh-huh,
That second one.
right. These are awesome.
David, what color tutu should Sam wear there?
Pink. Like
We'll have to change that.
Anybody else have a question?
So when you refer to headshots, I mean, you just need a portrait.
Basically, this is like
So since you're
your
in
calling card.
ballet, have you ever done like, when I say headshots, I get the thing from my daughter who's in the entertainment business. So an entertainer has to have new headshots every year or so because they look different, they cut their hair,
Yeah.
etc. But they usually have like 4 or 5 outfits and 4 or 5 looks, and they put it together for their headshots.
That's good. That's a good question. So when I do a headshot session, it's not like, especially in studio. Here it's just going to be a headshot. And then for example, when a company hires me to do all their employees, it really is just a headshot.
Right.
But if somebody comes into the studio, then we have the opportunity to do a few looks, and they can make their selection, various looks that we have. So it's not necessarily, it's almost like a mini portrait session.
Okay.
So do you get invited to the performances of these?
I here in San Antonio, yes. I photographed the Nutcracker. Actually, I don't know if any of you guys got their Christmas card. That was my picture that they used. And then I'll be photographing it again on the 15th and 16th. So the 16th I get to attend, the 15th I will be photographing it.
Very nice, very nice. All right, well, we're almost finished. Anybody else? Peter?
You asked my question.
Oh. John.
If I had to put a one-liner after your name, what would you do? What would your one-liner be? Would you
Honest flattery.
specialize in what? You're really good at what? Are you-
That's not fair. I told you I'll get somebody to write my ad copy and I'll send that to you. I just want people to leave with a good impression. Give me a smile, I guess would be the thing to do.
We have 2 portraits that he has taken, and he is going to give away, and we have a drawing.
That's one of them.
Steve Baker. Very nice, very nice. Porter Lori.
Oh, Porter Lake, so you saw my picture of
Yeah, the villain?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, great. Okay, and one more? You go ahead. Oh, that's cool.
Congratulations, Amy.
Pick again. I won last week. And the week before that. And the week before that. Call me
And we
Steve
go
Kramer.
for that too?
One.
Blake Stevens.
All right, Blake. Congratulations.